I think Berwick probably would have gone to the wall, sadly. We, financially, at the end of the season, wouldn't have been left in a really pretty position. I think it could have been the beginning of the end for the club. I got a phone call in January, so I came down and kind of had a chat with the directors one night, and I guess what we found was probably a club that was lacking a bit of direction and leadership. There was enough passion in the room that night from the others that made us feel that we could actually do something with this and turn it round.
If the gates to Berwick Rangers were shut tomorrow, I think the whole town would be sad. But there needs to be a lot of work done.
The club absolutely needs the town to support it. And that's all part of what today's about. Free entry, come along, maybe chuck a quid in the bucket, and then maybe you'll come back the next time. My name is Steve Puglis. I'm a newly appointed director of Berwick Rangers Football Club.
Many, many moons ago, Berwick were quite a successful club. I mean, 1967, they took on the mighty Glasgow Rangers and they beat them. My name is Anne Forbes and I'm the Mayor of Berwick upon Tweed.
Berwick is an odd town that sits on the border between England and Scotland, and we kind of almost live in a wee bubble, in a wee cocoon.
We're not English and we're not Scottish, we're just Berwickers.
The lowest point is clearly the past year when we've come down out of this league, and there was a bit of an inevitability about what happened last year. I think we were just sliding slowly and surely towards where we are now.
I've kind of felt we were probably in a sulk mode. We were probably still in that emotional stage of dropping out the league into the Lowland and figuring out what to do.
I'd kind of given up coming. I thought the club was stagnating, it was going nowhere. We didn't seem to have any ambition, and it just gradually got lower and lower and lower, and you kind of find other things to do on a Saturday afternoon. Derek Bell, I'm a Berwick Rangers fan.
Over the last few years, Berwick Rangers have become distant from the local community, and therefore the local communities become distant from them.
The town has in the past taken the team for granted and not necessarily given it the support it deserves or needs.
I'm 49-year-old. The night I came down for that meeting with the directors before I started, I probably hadn't driven down the road for quite a long period into the stadium. And I'd suspect it's probably the same for quite a lot of people.
I think that I came back partly because I felt the club needed to support as much as anything. Bizarrely, the relegation revitalised my interest in football.
I remember when Woolworths shut down in Berwick all those years ago, there was outrage, but you don't realise how much you need something until it's gone.
I can't imagine them not being here. And I think when you think like that, after having been away for a while, you realise they've got you.
Being mayor, I've realised that you've got to appreciate everything that you have that's local. I mean, I know a lot of people nowadays are into these premiership teams and things like that, but there's a lot of people can't afford to go to a premiership match from Berwick. It costs a lot of money. To lose something that's lasted that long would be just terrible.
But I think it pretty much would have broke my heart because it is something that's been a large part of my life. You know, my granddad obviously played and I've been here loads and loads of times, so... but you know what, we're determined not to let that happen, and I think our job is to make people fall back in love with it.
The point of Berwick Rangers Football Club is to provide an identity for the town, to provide a focal point for the town. It helps promote the town worldwide. And it gives me entertainment on a Saturday afternoon.